I just did something super controversial to my brand new ZX6R. Now, what do I mean by controversial? You see, I installed something called winglets. Now, winglets are really important for one reason alone, and that's creating downforce. But why are they so controversial? You see, winglets are kind of an iffy modification, as even though they create downforce, they really only create a noticeable difference going upwards of speeds of around 135 miles an hour. So really, you only need these if you're doing around 140 miles an hour plus. And that means while a lot of bikes have these wings, not a lot of them actually need them. You see, a lot of bikes don't even go 120 miles an hour. So what people will do is they'll install these winglets to make them look like a lot of different leader bikes, making them look faster. And it's a cheap substitute for buying an actually fast bike, which kind of makes these really controversial as people see them as tacky. So why did I install such a controversial mod? You see, I like to do high speeds, especially on places like the highway. And I've definitely run into a problem that when I'm accelerating at speeds of around 140 miles an hour and plus, the front end of the bike starts to shift its weight to the rear, meaning that there's less weight on the front tire. This creates a twitching motion in the front, and that can make it really hard to control when you're doing 150 miles an hour plus. Now, I've installed 3 basic modifications to help with this twitching in the front. The first, and probably the most important, is called a speed dampener. And now, this is just a piston that goes on your triple tree that makes it really hard to steer. That way, the twitching is unable to happen as it's not able to actually move the front forks. The second modification I did to the bike was winglets. This helps create downforce, pushing the front of the bike down at high speeds, hopefully not letting the weight shift too much to the back. The third and final mod I did was increasing the pressure in the rear suspension. This stops the rear of the bike from compressing and shifts more weight to the front as well. Now altogether, these 3 mods should help keep the front of the bike firmly planted on the ground when going at a high rate of speed, and hopefully make the ride a whole lot safer when doing high speeds. Because when I'm doing those speeds, the last thing I want to be worrying about is some random twitching that could potentially get me killed. If you want to learn more about bikes, make sure to follow.